Okay, so starting with the first one, if you want to see more varieties for drawing center of flower as well as for drawing different petals, then do visit my videos for drawing different varieties of center of flower as well as petals. So for that, just visit the link in the playlist of Mehndi Class for beginners, and if you not find, then just find it from the description of this video. So this I have created center for the flower. Now next is a very simple petal of flower. Now there are two ways you can also connect these two petals, but here I am not showing you the connected petals. So here we have created a complete flower. The number of petals, it depends on the size of center you have created. Now let us see how to apply shading in this. So in the half of the petal, I am going to apply shading from the top part of petal. So while if your consistency of henna paste is good, then you don't need to press your cone. Just without pressing, you can extend the henna paste from this border of petal, and you can apply shading. Again from this, I am going to start from the top sided border of this petal, and just I am applying shading. I am not pressing my cone. Now again, just observe. Okay, so in the half of the portion we have applied shading in this direction. Now in this three petals I am going to apply shading in this direction, means from the bottom of the petal. Now additionally you can put dot if you like. Then additionally you can make your design more attractive by adding dot in the center of each petal. Here also you can put dot. If you don't like to draw dot, then instead of that just put this line. This line is about I am drawing like this. At the initial, press your cone little bit more, then slowly reduce the amount of pressing your cone, so you can draw this line. So similarly here also you can draw. So these are the different possibilities for filling shading in this kind of petals. Now let us see the next petal. So whenever you start the making of petal, first you need to draw center. So to watch more varieties of drawing center of any flower, so for that just visit the link that I have already mentioned in the description. One more parallel line. Again, I am telling you the size of the flower as well as the number of petal of flower. It depends on the size of center you are creating. So if you want to draw small size flower and flower with less number of petals, so in that case just draw a small size of center. Again, in this kind of flower, there are different ways for adding shading. This is the one type. Just apply shading in the shape of small size of petal. Then another pattern for drawing shading as well as applying filling. First apply shading from the bottom of this petal, then draw two parallel lines according to the outer shape of your petal, and in the middle just put dot. This is the second method of filling design with shading in the same flower. Now in another way you can draw this flower by applying shading from the top side of petal. Now meanwhile just observe that while applying shading I am following the direction according to the curve of this petal. Now the shape of this petal is like this. So here I am just giving shading like this. Then at this part I am giving shading like this. So according to the shape of your nearby design, just apply shading. Now in this you can add your filling design like this. First press your cone and then just draw a thin line. Now in this kind of you can draw three lines, then put dot on each end of line. This is another way of filling design with shading. Now in this I am going to apply shading from the bottom of petal and just going to put 3 dots by reducing the size of each dot. So in this kind of petal, again here also you can put a big dot if you like. So here we have applied different kinds of method for shading as well as for drawing designs. So with any of technique you can fill whole flower. Now next is First we need to prepare our center of flower. Okay, now here I am going to apply shading in the center of flower in a circular way. As you can observe, in this way, in circular way, I am applying shading in the flower, and in the center just put a big dot. Now here just apply a small design. Okay, now it is time to create petal. So here I am going to draw petal like this. The shape of this petal is somewhat like this. So just complete this. If you are not able to draw petals at the equal level, so for that I am just giving you one tip. Draw a very thin line, or you can say hidden line. Just for practice I am giving you this tip, and with the reference of this line draw petals. Again, this videos Mehndi class for beginners are specially created for the beginners and not for the professionals. So in this way you can practice for drawing equal uh, um, with this hidden line. You can practice for drawing the equal level, or you can say the for maintaining the level of each pattern. Now again let us start with applying shading. First we are going to apply shading in the half of the portion from the downside of the petal. Now here there are different way of filling design. First one is like just draw this two shape are like this. And in the middle just put a dot. Then in the other one just put one single dot. Here you can draw a line single. Here you can draw 3 dots like this by reducing the size. Now in this one I am going to apply shading from the top side of petal. Again with the help of border only I am applying shading. I am not pressing my cone. So these are the different ways of drawing flower, as well as applying shading, as well as applying filling technique. Now let us see the next flower. So for that again let us start with drawing center of the flower. So first I am going to draw a spiral shape, then just apply this design. Now here I am going to make petal. like this one. Again, if you are not able to draw directly petals with equal size of height, then for that again just draw a hidden circular line, and with the reference of that hidden circular line, try to make equal heighted petals. Now again, in this kind of petals, there are different ways of applying shading. First of all, I am applying shading from the bottom side of petal. Then in another way you can apply shading in this way. So for that you need to first draw a very thin shape of another petal inside the first one. From the top side, and this one from the bottom side. So if you have applied your shading from the top side, then you need to redraw the border again for better finishing purpose. Now inside just put a dot, then the next is now from here draw this layer with this design. Just press your cone little bit and create this design. Now from here I am going to make a flower with more width and less height. So again, to maintain the equal size of height of each petal, just draw a very hidden like this. Just draw a very hidden circular shape just to maintain the height of each petal. Now here I am connecting each of petals . Okay, so somehow we have created a flower. Now here I like to apply shading in half of the flower from top side. In whole flower I am going to apply shading from the top side of petal. Now apply 3 dots in each of this petal. Still one more thing is remaining. Just observe that I have applied shading from the top side, so I just need to recreate the border for finishing purpose. To make it more attractive, just observe the difference between this petal and the petals that have again recreated. See the difference? So this is the basic tips. This is the basic tip for finishing after applying shading. So for better finishing, always redraw the shape where you have applied shading. Always redraw for better perfection and for making your design more attractive. So thank you for watching. These are the basic things about the shading. In a different way you can apply shading, and some tips for making your shading and your shaded design more perfectly. So just practice for this different designs, and share these tips with your friends, those who want to learn this art.